Right, hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about how to clear the Refraction boss fight. The way to access it is by going to the event and then clicking the middle button over here. This will let you go into the Reflectrial, Reflectrial basically. And you want to basically bring a last team and a sinking team because this is kind of like Hoyover's content where they kind of shield a specific team comp against the boss, right? If you're bringing your last team, you get humongous bonuses to your last skills, and notably, the ego will deal 100% more damage. Very, very important, right? Enemies also take 1.5 times more damage from bleeding, and a resonance also will let you get the ego resources over here. And you also have the blue version. The blue version is phase 2. Phase 2 is when the enemy is very, very weak to your gloom skills. Enemies also get panicked, will get 3 fragility, and finger factions will deal 15% more damage, which is very, very powerful. We will be only showcasing the hard mode because the normal mode is basically the same rotation but even simpler, right? The Tribulation has max HP of plus 25%. The boss will apply even more debuffs and will have this Clash Power plus 2. In normal mode, she will not have this at all, which means that is very, very easy. Very, very easy. Right? For phase 2 exclusive effect, if the boss uses her awesome skill, she will basically heal a bunch of SP on herself. That one's not very relevant. If she heals it, then so be it. The sinking team will do more than enough sinking damage to go and nuke the boss. Right? So for the team that we will be using for this content here is we're going to be using the shield teams, the last bleeding team over here. You can do it in many different mix and matches. Right? If you were lacking some of these units, feel free to go and pick up some other Blood Fiends, throw them in, some other Kurokumos, throw them in, some other Ring IDs, throw them in, up to you. Right? NCorp is also not a mandatory character, can put Lobotomy Ego if you wanted to also. Right? It's really just up to you in terms of what you want. Right? The most important one to bring is Yearning Makala. Yearning Makala is a nuking ego, and this ego can destroy those mobs very, very easily, right? Allowing you to DPS your turns much faster. So that's one of the most mandatory things to go and bring along. For your sinking team, you want to bring along if possible, a lot of the lobotomy ego IDs if you have them, because all of them are very, very good for the sinking gang in general, right? They are very sinking count neutral. They are very, very good damage output also, right? Something to note is also if you don't have some of these options, there are some replacements for them. Also, if you don't have the lobotomy ego Rodion, you can just use Dichi. Dichi is significantly worse than this character, but she's a good tank. And in the second phase, tanking is quite useful on the first time you go and fight her because she starts at 45 sanity, and you will need to eat a few attacks because she's very, very fast. You can make it easier by lowering her speed with Morisitatis. I think that's the correct one. And then you can go and Unga Bunga her. Notably, you want to try to bring Rhyme Shank if you can. If you don't have Rhyme Shank, it's fine. You can also just Unga Bunga her, and eventually your sanity will explode just because you win the clashes and because all these characters will apply sinking in their own way. Can bring Hong Lu as an alternate option, can bring Edgar as an alternate option, can bring Volhand as an alternate option. As long as you have some sort of sanity damage, you can bring them along because you want to damage your sanity as much as possible, right? Other things to note is that for the hard mode, it takes 24 turns. For normal mode, it's 18 turns. Very, very easy. Alright, you have plenty of leeway. You can min-max more if you want to, but there's also notably no leaderboards or anything like to go and grab as a bonus. So as long as you clear within this time limit here, you're good to go. Alright, it's not Hoyover's level of, oh, you need to clear like within certain number of rounds. This one is really humongous leeway. I had like 6 or even 8 extra turns to do whatever I wanted. Right, so don't have to worry so much about it. So anyway, let's go to the hard mode first. Hard mode, we'll bring the last bleed team. We'll bring this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And then this as a spare, this is a spare, this is a spare. Alright, pretty much just like that. We bring 4 ring IDs. 5 ring IDs so that we can closing time fast, so that we can get the buffs on everyone. And also because the skill tree, we ideally want to use that to also help us to nuke all the little mobs. Because when we nuke all the mobs, the enemy becomes more vulnerable to damage, then we can Unga Bunga her. For the rest of these passives, feel free to bring whatever you want, it doesn't matter. Right? Same for the sinking team. Sinking team, I'll also be bringing them, but the passives wise also doesn't really matter. Just make sure you don't accidentally put your character on the same team. Like if you want to bring Yi Sang, the other version of him, the sinking version, don't put him here because these characters become unusable afterwards. Alright, then you go to the sinking side, you're like, oh my god, I cannot use the I cannot use the index Yi Sang because I put him on the bleeding team. Oopsie. Right, make sure you ration your characters. Right? Anyway, let's get into it. Right, so starting off, make sure you do not feed Rufo any sanity, and also try to avoid clashing her if you have two of the debuffs on yourself. Right? If you cannot tell, just look for two claws or the rainbow claw. Right? If you see any of those, then try your best not to clash her, because if you give her the rainbow claw, she will get additional clash power, which makes her very, very annoying. Right? So we try our best to avoid that. Starting round, we are going to use Superbia to get Fluid Sac Faust. Now this is not optimal, but it's very easy to clear with Fluid Sac Faust popping at the start because you get the sanity. You can also re-roll Yearning Makala until you nuke them really good, and when you nuke them really good, then you can go ahead and proceed if you want to. Also very, very solid option if you want to do that, right? But otherwise, I'll be using this method because it's just more comfortable, and I think most people have access to this ego rather than the other option here, right? But Yearning Makala is still very important. Do try to go and pick it up, alright? So other things you can do here is you can try to AoE manipulate. AoE manipulate means that you are basically trying to make it so that the boss has only several options to hit with the ego, right? So if we do something like this, for example, okay, we just clash here, and clash here, and then we replay this. You can see that the slots disappear a little bit, right? So we have manipulated the slots to kind of go here and here and here and here, so they will hit every single person here, which is very, very strong, right? Also note that Rufo will redirect two attacks. So that means that you want your two fastest attacks on her to be your strongest attack to go and pass down to one of the minions. So let's say, for example, we're using the skill tree of Masol is his strongest attack. We will pass this down to another minion. So we will hit that minion really, really hard. Same thing for Pointillism. When we win, we will hit another minion. Then we will hit that guy really hard. But then for Rodion, she will hit her directly. But we just need to make sure we clash this so that we will have a more chill time here, right? Other than that, it's just clashing for sanity, right? Some of the starting clashes are really sus, especially if your character is like this, only has like really, really shitty skill 1. You may choose to defend instead. You do want to get Lust Resonance anyway, which is still fine. Not the greatest idea though, because your sanity is 0, right? Other than that, what else do we have? We have this clash here at 4. This will be struggling, but this will be favored. Okay, so we take the favored. Just farm the sanity, and then after we get the sanity, we'll be very comfortable past this point in time. Okay, Ken, let's go. Right, so on turn number 2, we are gonna do the exact same things as we were doing. We want to go and use our strongest attacks on her, if possible, so that we can redirect them to someone else, so that we can do a lot of extra damage to them. What's the other strongest skill I have here? I have a blue skill from Assault, but I cannot clash him. Okay, so she's very, very fast, which is a problem. Okay, what do we want to do here? Maybe we just use this one over here, favorite. Right, and then after that, we have reflection, so we can use our guard skill to intercept something else here. Intercept and Unga Bunga this guy here. After that, we have favorites here. We should favorite that. Neutral, sure. Just needs a way to get sanity. Okay, neutral here. We can use evasion. Evasion is very, very good because we can assist defense, and that will allow us to go and do other things with our damage. Other than that, we have a neutral here, okay, and then for the last one, we have a blue skill here. Ooh, it's a bit annoying. This one's cleanup, this one's power counter, trimming the medium. Let's hit this, and then we trim. Has to be this guy though. Okay, I need 3 debuffs on the enemy to trim the medium. This is problematic. This guy does not have 3 debuffs. Yeah. Okay. Do this, do this, do this. These 2 attacks will hit someone else. And then someone will have to eat that for me. Trimming the medium here is very good. Struggling. And then you can try to counter it. I think it's a possible way to win. Okay, can. So we'll just do this kind of strategy here. Alright. We need to generate Gluttony as well, to go and get Yearning Makala to be activated, and also Envy and Pride, but those are much easier to go and get. Yeah, Envy and Pride, correct. Okay, we lost, unlucky. Some of your units will have very, very bad times, because a lot of these older units, they are just not able to clash with these guys here. So this should unlock Faust from her shell. Very good stagger. So now we just have to hit her. That's it. As long as you have not gotten too many debuffs here, I only got one blue claw and one blue claw here, we are fine. Right? The only way it becomes really bad is if you get two of the claws on you. So as long as it's not two claws, this clashing here is going to be not so bad. But here is kind of rough because this is Ring Yisang's two worst skills for clashing. So this is a L situation for him. Other than that, what else do we have? We will be intercepting with this. Okay, are we still reflecting? We are. Okay, so we have to chill. We need Gluttony because otherwise I cannot activate my Makala. I need 3 Gluttony, so that's still very, very far away. All good if I don't get it now. Let's see, Favored. I don't want to give her a chance to even come back, so I'm going to use the Dominating here. Alright, the Gluttony is going to be a bit slow going here, nothing much I can do. Okay, other than that, we can use this one. Okay, we use an evasion here, no problem. We use a blue skill here. We use Dawn's skill here. We can use the counter. And then we use the skill 1 here. That will allow me to inflict some bleed and get some stacks for his charge count. And that should be pretty okay, I think, this turn. It's almost closing time soon. I think either 1 turn or 2 more turns, and then it's closing time already. After that, we'll kill all the ads, and then we'll just Unga Bunga the boss, and that should get us to phase 2 relatively quickly. The sinking team definitely needs to be the strongest one, yeah. Because the first phase is very fast, but the second phase is like 70% of the HP left. Very, very long. Right, so with that out of the way, let's see. It is closing time as expected. Okay, so with closing time available, we want to go and hit all of the little minions. Closing time also will deal additional attack weight based on where is it? Will deal additional attack weight based on the number of corpus ingredients you have, which I currently have. How much? I only got 1, I think, because I got unlucky and didn't draw the skill until now. Yeah, I only got 1, so that kind of sucks. Otherwise, you could nuke every single one of them. Right, so for this skill tree here, what you want to do is you want to hit one of the minions here and you want to do the AoE manipulation thing that I taught you guys just now. Right, you just want to make sure that the boss will or use your best skills here, and you also want to target, like, let's do something like this. Okay, do something like this and do something like this. Okay, so those 2 skills will go and one-shot some of the minions, right? Or you can also just not do that. You can save this skill tree for later, for example, then just use a skill 2 or something like that. Okay, so just do that, and then let's see. Okay, so this one will redirect to someone else. This one will redirect to someone else. Gluttony skill, clash this guy here. Okay, dominating here, and we need someone else to intercept this attack here. Use this one. Could be risky. I don't want her to lose the clash. Intercept this one. Okay, not the worst odds. Right. Then you can go and find some SP somewhere. I don't know where you're gonna find SP. You need to find some SP somewhere. Okay, and then last one is this. Struggling. Neutral. Favored. Okay, favored here. Then hit this one. Okay, so the AoE here will hit this. Right. Lethargement. Okay, yep. Is there another way I can manipulate the AoE or not? If I do this, okay, can, there. Alright, so now the AoE is locked to like this. But I can't clash that though. This is very, very annoying. I can't clash it. I'm too slow. Okay, tell you what, I'll clash this. I will nuke this guy, he was staggered, so I don't need to bother with him. This guy was staggered also, don't have to bother with him. Right, so that should be fine. And then after that, we just need people to clash these people over here. So we'll use our guard skill here. Or our guard skill here, sure. And then one person to clash that one. Struggling, evade it. Okay. And this unopposed attack here, I want you to clash with this butcher. And you hit the guy I'm not hitting, which is this one. So hits this, hits this, hits this. Then we need to put all the rest of the damage over here. And one-sided guard here. And defend this because he's gonna die anyway. And yeah, this is roughly okay already. This is stagger, right? Nah, it's a kill. He's dead. Alright. That should be good. Alright. Go. Probably could have brought another gluttony unit to farm more gluttony so I can Makala faster. Yeah, very nice. Slow him down. Okay, closing time. We'll just obliterate the rest of these people here. Beautiful artwork. This Ishmael is like homeless. She's not like getting any SP at all. Right, so there's still 2 more of these buggers left. So she still has 4 protection, which is very, very painful. Holy shit, how did this even happen? I thought I was killing the 3rd guy over there. Weird. Right. I have Makala. Tell you what, we're gonna Makala here. We're gonna Makala, we're gonna just clash with the most coins so that I can get the most damage output. Do something like this. And then everyone else should just hit the boss. Yep. This one will get staggered. Yes, will. This one will not get staggered. Everyone else just Unga Bunga the boss. And the redirects will kill the rest of the enemies. So that's why I'm counting on. This one can hit this one, sure. And then we can use Tibia again here. Because how much we have 7 corpus, whatever, doesn't matter. We can hit here. Okay, we hit with this. We hit with this. We hit with this. And hit with this. Okay. Replace with this. Okay. That seems pretty okay. There's one more skill here. Who's clashing that? Who's clashing this one? Struggling. Yeah, she's homeless in terms of sanity. Homeless sanity, homeless sanity. You clash this, and then you clash this. Okay, there. So that should be good enough. And then this guy here will die to Makala. Yeah. Die to Makala? If I roll good, it will die. If I don't roll good, it will not die. That one gets staggered, so... Okay, you intercept this one. Yeah, just intercept that one, and then this one. Yeah, that one will stagger for sure to Makala. Okay, can. You're losing. Give me all hits. Beautiful. The bloody flower blooms. Okay, so that should redirect into the mob. He's 1 HP left. This should also redirect into the mob, so 1 HP left. Yep. Okay, nice. Okay, so next turn, it is a full DPS turn, and that should allow us to go to the next phase already. Very simple. Please get the sanity. Thank you. Oh my god, now you're an actual unit. I'm so proud of you. Right, Unga Bunga and use your strongest attacks. Save them all for this turn here. Alright, so we got a favorite turn here. Dominating here. Favorite turn here. Dominating, dominating. Just Unga the Bunga. She has no more protection already. Right, look at that. 2 fragility, and then just like that, she'll get staggered. Save all your big skill trees for this moment here. Unga Bunga, let's go. I probably should have used Reflection. Whoops. Misplay. Ashangra. Sadly, there's a HP threshold, so you can't do even more damage, which really sucks. Right, so now we are on turn 7. This is where we change because this is currently phase 2. Phase 2 is when the panic mode begins. That's basically phase 1 over here. We will just quit the battle, save the progress, and bring in the next team. Right, for the next phase, bring in the sinking team. Sinking team basically just bring all of these really strong units here, plus the index IDs. Ujjat's also very good. And then the last one, up to you. You can use this as a support passive, you can bring it, you can not bring it, you can bring another ego, you can bring spares. No matter what happens, you have more than sufficient time to clear, alright? No matter which variation of the units you want to use here. Right, so this character is now in her phase 2. Phase 2, she starts with 45 sanity. That's very, very painful. Also, the character is very fast usually. Sometimes it's 4 speed or higher, and sometimes you cannot intercept any attack. So when that happens, you can choose to reroll for a better seed, or you can just tank the hits. That's why we bring the Rodions, either the Dichi Rodion, or Knight of Despair Rodion, or Lamb Gregor, because they usually have some sort of way to pull all these attacks like that, right? And for these characters, they also endure a lot of the pride skills, so they can tank the pride. Then they just need to make sure they don't take too much damage from the envy. Thankfully, the envies are one of the weaker skills, so it's still fine, right? Don't tank too many of them, but still, we do our best to intercept them, all right? So we want to unlock the 2 strongest characters on our team, which are these 2 characters over here. The reason why we want to unlock them is because we can skip a few steps in their strength, essentially, right? We can skip a few steps on unlocking their full power, and yes, the prescript will give some karmic consequences, but who cares? We will be online faster, right? So we will now just choose the fights that we want here, and notably for the Rodion, when you come in, you're considered a positive sanity ID. So if you want to use Rhyme Shank here to apply a significant amount of sinking count to the enemy already, you can do that, or you can just use your guard mode and just go into your mode faster. Right, I'll just be popping the Rhyme Shank over here, right, and then I'll be applying the Shoot Fracture plus Blue Sand. And then for Ishmael, just make sure you are following whatever the prescript tells her to do, because she's fundamentally the same character. Alright, she's like, oh my god, I need red. Okay, yeah, honorary prescript, honorary prescript over here. Okay, and then this evades, this clashes, this favorites. The favorite might be a bit tough. Might want to move it over to here. How much damage will I take if I eat a blue? She resists which one? She doesn't resist anything in particular except lust. Okay, then okay, should be fine. Won't be too much damage output. Right, something like this will do, I think. Yeah, something like this will do. Right, so once your sinking team gets going and applies a crazy amount of sanity damage to the boss, it becomes a lot more manageable. The first turn is always the hardest for these boss fights. Also remember, try to get your sinking your blue resonance. All right, your what's it called again? Gloom resonance. Try to get gloom resonance so that you do not lose like your vanguard buffs and whatnot, because all of them have some sort of resonance shenanigans. Right, with a minus 24 sanity, she's extremely manageable now. You can legit press this and it will be all dominating. Like I said, very, very manageable. Right? For the characters that we're looking at now, we are basically looking at just following the prescripts, alright? So just follow the prescripts, go from slowest to fastest, just follow the path that you're wanting to take here. Unfortunately, I wanted to guard here, but it's my skill tree, so I don't want to kind of lose that damage output. Or sinking damage output also. Remember, we want to get her to minus 45 sanity as fast as possible, so we want to kind of dump it as fast as possible too. Right, so anyway, we'll just clash this here, and then after that one, I'm going to stab myself twice with the guard skill here later. Okay, then dominating here, dominating here. What color are we feeling? Red today. Okay, red today, go here. Okay, we can use our weaker skills here to just go and clash these smaller skills here. Yeah, it's generally fine. We should put the Ujjat on the harder to clash ones because they are more designed for winning those fights. Okay, and that should be all I need for now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, go. You don't have to use any more powers. If you want to use powers, feel free to, but the rest of the fight is as simple as this. Right, so this is going to be a big hit turn. Use your strongest attack and make sure, once again, you don't have the double claw debuff on you. You see my Dawn over here? My Dawn has the red claw and also has... Oh, actually it does have the blue claw. Okay, then she's fine. If she has the rainbow claw, then she will have the problem. So if you don't have the rainbow claw, you're fine. The one... Okay, sorry, not rainbow claw, but this one. This palette vibrant. I don't know how to pronounce this either. My bad. But anyway, as long as it says dominating here, you'll be fine. See? Done. Finish. Right? The sanity is not very high. Just make sure it's not like Dawn or something. Because you see, Dawn is horrendous because she has the palette. So just make sure you're clashing with the correct character. You can also just do the lazy way, which is just like pull, let go, pull, let go, pull, let go. When it says dominating, you just let go, okay? It's very simple to check, okay? Just make sure you go and do that. And then besides that, for every character, just block. Yep. Because if you don't know this character's skill over here, it will do less damage if you have equipped defense skills while having the palette vibrant. So for some of your characters here, they have palettes, right? Then definitely use the gut skill. I just like to do this because it's very brainless, right? And after that, Sakura Sen here will just go and slap that and it will be more than fine already. Yep, let's go. Right, so now we are in the next phase. Her sanity has regenerated and she is in fragility mode, as you can see here. So you can dump a very, very big amount of damage over here if you have those big damage skills, no problem. Alright, just repeat and redo until the boss is dead. How many stabbies in our heart? We have one stabby, so we'll stab ourselves one more time. And then what color today? She's feeling blue today. Okay, blue today, no problem. We'll just use this one. You can also use Bygone Days Ishmael Corroded to go and apply Echoes of the Mana on the enemy if you want to make the sinking count better. But with the sinking team, it will be fine. Just unga bungaing out. Alright, it really will be fine no matter what you do here. What enemies is hitting? It's hitting Rodion. Don't care at all. Right, Rodion can take that hit, no problem. That's why we bring one tank, because sometimes the enemy is too fast, then we can't intercept. So be it, never mind. Just let the Rodion tank it. Or let the Dichi Rodion tank it, or let the Lamb Gregor tank it. They are there to tank for those kinds of situations. No, we are lost. That's crazy. Oh, that's gonna suck. Now she has the palette, so I can't really clash very well anymore. I think she had it originally, which is why she might have lost it. But it's still say favored though. Funky. Refresh Snack Harpoon is really good into this fight because binding them makes it so that you don't have to worry about this kind of shenanigans happening to you again. As you can see, minus 45 sanity already, just by spamming a bunch of buttons at them. Very, very efficient team for that. Okay, now we are online with the Rodion. Okay, so as you can see, enemy is panicked. She has 2 protection. Doesn't matter, 5 fragility because she's panicked. Alright, just unga bunga her again. Next turn will be another big attack if I remember correctly. So you have to be a little bit careful when it comes to that turn. Yeah, just a little bit careful. Feel free to nuke more damage again on her. I think Roland is almost at his... Right? This is 2 unbreakable or 1 unbreakable? I think it's 1 unbreakable. No, I think it's 2. I think should be... Is it... I don't know if it's Furioso or not. I've not been keeping track. That's how little you need to care about this boss. It's really not that big of a deal. Anyway, what color is Ishmael? Yellow. Okay. Ishmael's feeling yellow today. And our Dawn's feeling blue today. Okay. Am I following the prescripts? Okay, roughly correct. Alright, everything looks fine here. Alright. We should be fine? Yeah, should be fine. Just make sure you bring maybe 1 or 2 good clashing egos. This will really help you a lot when the final boss uses the big skill and you have no other strong skills to go and clash the boss. Because sometimes on this stage around here, I like to use Furioso to go and clash the boss. But if I don't have it, then so be it. Just use a big ego and it will be more than good enough, as long as you don't have the double debuffs on you. Yeah, like that. You see double debuffs, very painful. Actually, I think Roland also has it. You can see the claws. One claw on her. Right, so is that Furioso? It is Furioso. Oh, it's Rhyme Shank. Okay, who are the two least valuable units? Okay, whatever. Just hit that guy. Furioso is neutral, as you can see, because of the horrendous debuffs that they've applied to us. So now we need to just check who can clash this boss. Who is able to clash this boss today? Okay, now we have to manual check. Who does not have palette? The only one that does not have palette seems to be Ryoshu. So only Ryoshu can really clash this boss, it seems. Force of the Flames, perhaps? There we go, done. Alright, then the rest of the team, just press the defense skills. If they die, they die. Doesn't matter. We have plenty of spare units to go and toss here, even if they are going to die here. And then for the Rodion, she's struggling no matter what, and I can't stop her. Unlucky. I did not manage her sanity well. Sucks to suck. Alright, so be it. Yeah, just make sure you don't have the one unit you need to clash have all the palette bullshit on them. And you'll be more than fine. Pretty funny. She cannot actually corrode on that turn, because the boss cancels the turn. That's pretty funny. Anyway, the boss has 3 fragility now. Just Unga Bunga the boss. Oh man, we're too fast. Are you serious? Yeah, we're too freaking fast. I think you can do this, right? Base attack skill and counter skills deal more damage, converted into unbreakables, heals the HP by a certain amount of damage. I can legit just do this just for fun, you know. Here gang, I'm gonna use the Furioso Ira on the very very powerful skill here. Deals about 611-ish damage. Casual humongous damage. Okay, favorite. Favorite means probably winning, right? It's a Ujat. And then favorite here, because I believe we have all the dice. And then what color are you feeling today? You're feeling red color today, okay? And then last person, go here. Ooh, I just realized this skill is attacking who? Attacking her. Ooh, yikes, I don't want that. This one attacking her is okay. That one's okay, not the worst. Oh wait, but she can intercept. Nice, beautiful. Okay, and then this one is attacking Dawn, who is at stagger threshold. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Clash that. Then this one clashes who? Her again. Man, I can't like. Then this one attacks who? Ishmael. Man! Oh wait, Ishmael can intercept. No. No matter what I do, it's ass. No matter what I do, it's ass. Yeah, literally no matter what I do here in terms of moving these buttons around, it's complete trash. Don't want her to eat that damage though. How about this? This one hits Ishmael. Oh, I am getting destroyed here. Absolutely destroyed here. If I do this, then this hits the... just get staggered, Whatever, I don't need you that much, Ryoshu. You're not that important. Alright, anyway, the fight's gonna end soon anyway. Whatever, doesn't matter. Unleash that Unga Bunga on the damage turn. At least damage the sanity, so she doesn't do that much damage to our Ryoshu on the one-sided. Unleash it all, Roland. You are Ira today. Boom, boom. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Fight's over. Right, and there you go. That is a 14-turn hard mode clear. Like, that's not even optimized, by the way. I just want to say that is not even optimized, okay? It's very, very chill and easy as long as you know what you're doing. And I cleared it with, like, like the requirement is 24 turns. 24 turns, and I cleared it so freaking fast. Alright, so yeah, it's really not that hard. For the units that you might be missing, do try to go and pick them up. This does kind of shield specific team comps. I don't know about using the off-meta team comps, like maybe your burn team or your gluttony team, because I never tried them. I just used the shield units over here, and you can see it just took like 14 turns, right? 14 turns. Super fast, super easy. You just do that for normal mode, and it's also as easy as that. Right, so that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope this has helped you in some way to go and clear the content with your very elite teams, and will give you some of the basic principles of how to fight this fight. Right, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.